Hey everyone! So today I have the very first of my kind of makeup inventory kind of declutter videos for you all. I'm just going to show you everything that I actually currently own in my collection and kind of just discuss a few of the things that I really want to achieve from this declutter, because recently I feel like I upgraded my storage and I feel like I have run out of space already for all of my makeup, and it's getting to the point where I have so much makeup and so much clothing that I have kind of pushed my boyfriend out of our bedroom closet into the spare room closet. So yeah, it kind of just struck me that that wasn't right, and I really need to make the most of the space that I've got, and I really need to keep things around that I really enjoy using. I feel like I hold on to a lot of things under the ruse that yes, I do makeup videos and I do makeup artistry, and I used to be a makeup artist. That said, with the job that I do now, I really don't have a lot of time for it. I've been holding on to things for reasons that aren't valid anymore, and if I don't enjoy using something, I'm not going to use it in a video for you guys. So I feel like I really can declutter those things now, and I will go through each drawer individually today and show you everything that I've got. I've got quite a large dresser drawer, so what I'll do is I'll kind of briefly go over each drawer and each section of my collection, and then I will do a kind of more in-depth video of each part of my collection, so really going through what I think of every product that I've got in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set myself some rules. The first rule being anything that has changed its smell or its texture is immediately gone. So anything that I think has slightly gone off, so has started to smell a bit funny or has started to feel a little bit gritty or funny on the face, those products are to go straight away. Then another rule that I will have is that if I have a product that is similar and it is not discernible, I have to choose between the two products. That one's going to be difficult for me because I just like having things, and I know what I like and what suits me, and I do have a lot of coral blushes and a lot of like light pink blushes and things like that, but anything that I have that is too similar, I will have to get rid of one of those products. Also, when I go through my collection, I need to get rid of things that I know don't suit me anymore. For example, I know that purple lip colours, like really purpley toned lip colours, if I don't intend on using that in a tutorial anytime soon, I have to get rid of it. Also, in terms of buying things, at the moment I'm on a little bit of a no-buy. I recently bought a lot of makeup, if you've seen my last two haul videos, and I can pretty much start to... I feel like I don't have to buy as much anymore. So the rule I'm going to set for myself on buying things is I have to use up 3 products of a similar nature in order to purchase one. Now, at some point into the future, it will get to the point where I actually don't have 3 products to use up to get that one product, and eventually it will be okay for me to spend a little bit more money. But at this stage, especially in terms of skincare, I'm going to use up 3 products in order to buy one product of a similar nature. So 3 serums equals the 1 serum, and that will kind of cut down on my collection of things that are similar to each other, and I will start to really figure out what I really like and really want to have in my collection. So this video was very much inspired by Pink So Foxy, Christine on YouTube. She is actually fantastic at really figuring out what she really loves in life and really paring back her makeup and her clothing and things like that. After I do all my makeup, I do intend on going through all my clothes and really getting rid of anything that doesn't bring me joy anymore. But I recently read a blog post on Feather Factor regarding a book called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying by Marie Kondo. Now, it is a really great book about really decluttering your life and only holding on to the things that you really love and that are bringing you joy. And her philosophy is that you need to handle everything and touch everything that you own and really ask yourself, does this bring me joy, or has it served its purpose? Does it need to move on? Has it served its purpose? And it's really about the relationship that people have with things. So I feel like if you've got a cluttered space and you've got a lot of things that aren't bringing you joy, I feel like that's when you start to get stressed out and everything seems to fall apart and there are clothes all over the floor and there are things everywhere. And I feel that by decluttering and by getting rid of a lot of these things, it will make me a lot less stressed. And that's what I really want to focus on. I really want to enjoy the things that I have that I really, really love. So yeah, that's what this video is going to be about. It's kind of just going to give you an overview of everything that I've got at the moment, and then I will start to kind of get rid of things and kind of figure out what I want to keep and what I want to get rid of. I want to cut back my collection by half. That's pretty much going to be what I'm going to aim for. I'm going to go for half of what I've got now, and I feel like that will be a fairly decent amount of makeup for one person. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I know that I'm going to really enjoy kind of starting to get rid of things, and I'm going to be happy to kind of bring you guys along with me. So yeah, this will be good fun. This will be a really big declutter before we move into our new place, and I'm getting really excited. And yes, so this is where I store my makeup collection. This is the Ikea Hemnes chest of 8 drawers. This is where I keep all of my makeup at the moment. The mirror that I've got on top with the 2 small drawers, that one is actually, I think it's from an old Aldi dresser, which I had prior to this chest of drawers. And what I really want to do is have these 4 drawers here for clothing and these 4 drawers here for makeup. As it stands at the moment, up the top here, I have brow and eyelash products in there. In here I have kind of tools and miscellaneous things. We have skincare in here, which in the new place that's actually going to go in the medicine cabinets, where we'll actually have room, because we don't have room where we are at the moment in the medicine cabinets for skincare. So that kind of already cuts out some of those products, but I do want to pare back what I own in terms of skincare. Base products are in here. Cheek products, including bronzers, are in this one here. This one has lip products, fragrance, eye makeup, just underwear in that one. I'll spare you looking at that, you don't have to. And then in this one I have brushes, travel size items, and also I've got my empties. It's a bit of a junk drawer, to be honest, and it can be better utilized, so I will aim on better utilizing that. So we have a lot of culling to do. So I'll start by showing you the 2 drawers up the top, followed by these ones across that way. Okay, so what we've got here is we've got my favorites container. This is on top of kind of the mirror drawers here. So what I've got here is I've just got products that are relatively new that I'm trying out at the moment, or things that I really know that I love. Like for example, I've got MAC Pure Zen, Brave, Velvet Teddy, things like that, things that I use all the time. I've got NARS Valhalla and Himalaya here, my favorite perfume, some of my favorite lip and eye products as well. But yeah, I've just got some of my favorite products there. I'll go more into depth once I've kind of powered everything down and go through my collection. But this is generally where I put things that I really love using and I want to have in easy reach. But now onto the drawers. So in the first drawer here, this is where I keep the predominant amount of like my eye bases and mascaras and things that I'm using at the moment that I like to keep within reach. This has a lot of my brow products as well. I can already see things that I'm going to get rid of here as well. I've got a lot of brow powders, brow gels, eye bases, mascaras, to be honest, it's mostly mascaras and brow products in there. And then in this second one, I have mostly tools in there. Now, these have also managed to make their way in there. These are the metallic shadows from Stila. I really love them, and that's why I've been keeping them in there, because I really want to use them, and they won't fit on the acrylic thing. But this is mostly tools. I keep a lot of my camera gear and stuff in there as well. I really want to declutter this and kind of start to figure out which tools are really working for me, because a lot of these sharpeners are like free sharpeners and things. Like, I could probably get rid of that because I don't have those pencils anymore. Things like that. This is one that's going to be quite easy to declutter, to be honest, because there is a lot of junk in there. Okay, so for the first drawer, this is the skincare drawer. This one looks like a bomb has hit it. For the most part, we have makeup removers sort of over here. We've got some makeup removing pads and things like that, makeup removing wipes over here. In the middle, in the front here. So if you can see in the front here, we've got lip balms, lip glosses, lip plumpers. Then over here we have a heap of skincare, mostly masks in the back there. When I pull everything out, I'll actually take the drawers out. You'll be able to see everything that's in there. But we've got mostly masks up the back there. Serums kind of in the middle here. Moisturizers kind of in the front here. Some Fix Plus, some beauty blenders. To be honest, that looks like complete junk. It was at one stage very organized, and it just has ended up kind of accumulating. I quite frequently want to try new skincare, except the problem that I'm having is I don't actually wait until I finish the old skincare to try the new one. So I feel like that 3 out, 1 in policy is going to be pretty good. The problem that I've got with skincare is there isn't a lot of stuff that I really want to chuck, because a lot of the things that I buy actually cost a lot of money, and I don't really want to waste it. In the same sense, I know that I'm not going to use it all as well. So I've really got to go through this and decide what I really love and what is not bringing me any joy anymore. But a couple of products, these two here, they're almost finished as well. So yeah, we're getting to the point where I am finishing up some skincare because I've really been focusing on it. In here as well, in the back, we've got a heap of samples, and they're things that I can get rid of as well. So the next drawer, the base products. This is more base than anybody could ever use, I think. As a general rule here, we have some of my favorite products in the front here, concealers, some things I'm trying to use up at the moment, other foundations and things like that that aren't necessarily my favorites, whole heap of primers in here, whole heap of samples in the back, mostly powders down in that back corner as well. So yeah, I have a favorite powder, and I know that I can probably get rid of a lot more because I'm not going to use them anymore. So there's a few things in here that I know I can definitely get rid of. Things that have been in here for ages that I know that I'm not going to use anymore, and some things that I think probably have gone off. So base products, so like your foundations and primers and things. Texture and smell actually plays a really big role in being able to cull these, because they're the things that turn pretty quickly. Liquids are generally things that turn really quickly as well. I can already see here, like, I've got my MAC face and body, and I can tell that that's separated, so that'll be one of the first things to go. So yeah, these are all the base products. I'm hoping to cut that in half and kind of get rid of everything that really doesn't suit my skin. I'm really bad that I don't test things, and that's how I've ended up with so many foundations. So the next one that we've got here is the cheek products. This one honestly is not too bad. It's pretty organized. I recently got the new Tarte lip cheek stains because I loved them so much, and my old ones had started to kind of sweat and things, so that'll probably be the first place I start. My problem here is that I was an avid collector of mineralized skin finishes from MAC. Things like that for me are really hard to let go of because I collected them for so long. That said, there's probably only maybe 5 or 6 of them that I use on a regular basis that I really like using, and for me this is going to be a hard drawer to go through because I feel like I like everything that's in there, but I really do need to cut back. I only have a handful of bronzers which are all down in here. Illuminators are kind of scattered around a little bit, but for the most part, most of these are blushes and mineralized skin finishes, and these are things that I can really cut back on because I feel like a lot of these are probably really similar colors. So yeah, that's the cheek drawer. That one will be an interesting one to go through actually. So this one is my lip drawer. Okay, so this is lip products. For the most part, we've got a lot of MAC down the sides, a lot of YSL in here. These in the front are my favorite of all of my glosses and things. Most of the stuff in the front is my favorites. And then we start to get around here to the stuff that I don't really use as much. In the back there, I've got a lot of OCC lip tars and Old Napoleon glosses that I can likely part with. That is going to be fairly easy to part with. I did cut down on a lot of my OCC lip tars. I got rid of all of the colors that weren't wearable lip colors, and things that I knew, because I bought all of the OCC lip tars when they first came out, and to be honest, I'm not patient enough to keep mixing colors, and I just like colors that I can just whack on my lips. I like something that's quick and easy, and while it worked for me while I was doing makeup artistry and I could mix colors for people that were kind of customized, at the moment it's not really working out for me, so there are a few things that I can really get rid of there. In terms of lip pencils, these don't fit anymore. There's so many products in there that they don't fit, so I really have to cull down on some of the things that are in there. Look, I've got most of the lip butters from Revlon. I can probably get rid of some of those. I know that mauvey tones don't suit me, and at this stage I don't have to worry about things that are going to suit other people because I don't really do makeup on anyone other than probably my sisters, my family, my friends and things like that. So it really only has to be things that suit me. Look, I've got Slim Shines. I've got Slim Shines in there. Slim Shines have probably not been in production for a couple of years now, so I know that they're probably going to smell freaking awful. But yeah, let's move on to the next drawer and we'll see how that one looks. I'm looking forward to going through this one because I know that a lot of them start to smell really bad when they're no longer good. So yeah. So the next drawer is eye products. This is quite honestly probably the most embarrassing collection of eye products I've seen in a long time. I am a MAC Pro member, so I have a lot of MAC products, a lot of their pigments. I used to work with Inglot, so I have a lot of their pigments as well. I've also got the MAC mineralized shadows. As much as I love looking at these, they're not overly good quality, with the exception of a few, of course. Paint pots. I love paint pots, so I have pretty much every neutral one that was ever made. I have a lot of NARS duos and singles here. My MAC eyeshadow palettes. my Bare Minerals eyeshadows, which I absolutely adore at the moment. My Too Faced Naked, my Too Faced palettes. I've actually got quite a few of those. Let me know if any of you have depotted any of these, because I'm thinking about doing that. I don't reach for them, and I feel like I would get more use out of them if I probably depotted them. I've got the naked palettes in the front. More palettes, more inglot up the back. Some miscellaneous kind of bases and things in there. Eyeliners, cream eyeliners and things like that in the side. I need to cull from my actual eyeliners here as well, because that's overflowing and I want it to fit within that case. But yeah, that's the eye products there. This probably is going to be one of the harder ones to go through, because in case you can't tell, I collected pigments, I collected NARS duos. I used to work for Mecca, so I used to get discount on these, so it isn't quite as horrendous as it would have been if I purchased them full price, but it's still expensive. I am just that kind of person, and it shows here that once I've got one of something, I really want all of them. And I feel that there are a lot of things in here that I bought because I wanted them to look the same as the other things, and I probably have never used. So yeah, I can probably get rid of a few things in here, but this is going to, not going to lie, this is probably going to be the longest and hardest of all of the culls that I actually do. Okay, so the next one is my fragrance drawer. Now, this one isn't actually too bad. We've got sunglasses and glasses cases. Both myself and Josh wear glasses, so we've got those in the side there. Most of these fragrances are actually Josh's, but I have a lot of fragrance in the back. But this is actually quite workable, and this space could be utilised a lot better. But yeah, that one's pretty self-explanatory. This drawer is probably going to be one of the easiest as well. I have a grand total of about 5 fragrances in there, so yeah, all we need to do is find a good place for these things and we should be all good. Okay, and the last drawer down the bottom is a drawer completely filled with junk. I've got my brushes over here. I want to find a better way to store those. I have a heap of empties over here. This is the towel that I generally put out and wipe my dirty makeup fingers on. I have travel stuff in the back of the drawer. These are also some makeup bags here. That MAC bag is actually rubbish. But yeah, it's in there, to be honest, is mostly empties, and I could probably find a better place for those. So this one's going to be a pretty easy drawer to declutter as well. It's a lot of junk. But yeah, that's it. So that's it. That is everything. I'm a little bit embarrassed, to be honest. There is a lot of stuff there, and it is a lot of makeup for one person. My dad once told me that, and I didn't understand what he was talking about, but now I do. There is a lot of makeup here, and I feel like there are some things that I know can definitely go. There are some things in there that have definitely turned and gone bad. So yeah, at the moment this is a little bit overflowing, but I'm using 7 of the 8 drawers. I want to pare it back to being 4 of the 8 drawers, and I think that that is probably pretty achievable. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think. If you guys are thinking of kind of cutting down your makeup collection, or any kind of collection like clothing and things like that, please let me know, and we'll kind of discuss things together and kind of go through solutions that we have for each other. So yeah, I hope you guys liked the video, and I'll talk to you all really soon. Bye.